giving us updates on a regular basis. As well, we've been monitoring student radio, and we've been listening among the crowd, what they've been saying and what they've been telling us. And so I'm really looking forward to getting the final number of how many people they were able to actually bring under control via zip tie and take down for processing. I'm curious about the number of arrests, but multiple busloads means there will be a lot. Rich McHugh, if you're standing by, I would love to get an update of what's happening in your location.
Yes. Sure. So my cameraman and I, Zach, we were just in the middle of that scrum where that woman was arrested. It was whoa, whoa. Oh no. Holy smokes. Let's get out of here. Let's move back. Let's move back.
Are there police?
Zach, move back.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, there are police that are there right now. All right, that's subdued. We're going to have... So we were just over here filming.
Viewers, this is live. We are watching live with Rich McHugh as that was happening. Obviously, I apologize for my quick intake of breath, but that guy who was in the red shirt just hauled off and slugged the guy in the leather jacket with the glasses multiple times. The guy in the red shirt with the white pants, and clearly NYPD wasn't far away. Rich, can you update me?
Sure. So this gentleman in the red, I don't know if you can see him, he was just, he's being arrested right now. We were standing right next to him. They were having an argument. This is on a street corner, just steps away from where we were. If we pan around, there's police everywhere. The students were just brought outside from the buses from the university out this area. The police are now kicking us to the side. Excuse me. There's a lot of just people hanging around. A lot of people unhappy here. Obviously, what's going on? That the students were arrested. Tremendous police presence, and you get the sense that something else is about to erupt pretty much any minute. Not sure what's going on over there, but that woman that was arrested was hauled off. Fortunately, Zach and myself were okay. We were right in the middle of it when it actually happened. Scary stuff, but that's the scene. There's a lot of people over here you can still see that are still arguing. Not sure.
What's the
not sure
Rich?
What's
Let me ask you. The guy in the red shirt and the white pants. The guy in the red shirt and the white pants that we saw haul off and hit the man in the leather jacket with the glasses. What discussion were they having? Whose side was either on? Is there a mix of people with varying political views that are literally engaging in street corner debate right now?
Yes, I think it's a matter of some people here feel that the police were right to come in and that the university was right to bring in the police, and then there's the majority of people here who feel that the police should not have been brought in and that these students should not be arrested, and we should be supporting these students. Who are, basically martyrs. So that's the divide here. I'm not sure which side the guy in the red shirt was on.
This is the video, Rich. This is the video we were watching live just a few seconds ago. So here it is if you missed it. The guy in the red just pulls off and attacks the guy in the...
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Really uncomfortable.
Zach, move back. Kind of a fluid
thank
situation.
God the police were there.
Scary situation. Yeah, these police, I can't say enough about them, to be honest. Like, they're doing this with such grace, and even though everybody here is yelling at them and screaming at them, chanting NYPD, KKK, it's hard to believe in this day and age, but here we are, and they're doing it with grace.
For the sake of Columbia's reputation, I sure hope those weren't Columbia students yelling NYPD KKK, because if that's the case, the stature of a Columbia University degree just lost a lot of points. That is the most ridiculous thing I think anybody could say out there.
Yeah, I was in campus yesterday when the students were parading around, and one of the things that they were saying was NYPD KKK, and I couldn't believe it myself as a former student here. That's where we are in this country right now, and it's hard to believe. Once again, they've cleared out most of the students, brought them through here on the bus down to One Police Plaza downtown. So this is just like kind of the aftermath of what's going on. People here are still upset that there's a large police presence here and what they've done. Most of the protesters have gone downtown to follow them.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.